Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this transmission. Today I felt called to bring through a little transmission, some frequency, an invitation for you to feel into the Rose Dragon Priestesses, Rose Dragon lineage, right? It's a very specific and nuanced frequency that is coming through in today's transmission. Because I think a lot of people, I'm realizing, don't know of this connection. And I'm like, how do people not put the two and two together, right? I know a lot of people who are Rose Priestesses, right? They're very attached, or not attached, they're very connected to the Rose lineage, the Sophia codes, the divine feminine Rose codes, right? Working with Kundalini, working with sacred energy, working with sensual energy to create with, right? To weave with, bringing through the concepts of the Holy Trinity. So bringing through things like divine conception or immaculate conception, conceiving light codes, right? If you look at some of the key founding members or the key members of this Rose lineage, Mother Mary, right? Mother Mary's mother, grandmother, Anna, right? Jesus's grandmother, Mary Magdalene. All of these women, Mary, Mother Mary, and Anna, had light conceptions, right? They had light conceptions, immaculate conceptions, holy conceptions, which meant that they birthed literal children through nothing, through the womb of no thing. Their bodies, their vessels became a holy chalice for the divine, the Father, to fill with, to bring forth a creation. I work a lot with dragon energy, and last year I ran a mystery school called Dragon Master Mystery School, and I was guided to Bali and Peru to anchor this mystery school. And these are two sacred vortexes of energy, both very feminine energies, right? And in these sacred vortexes or portals of energy, there is an amplification of the naturally occurring energy, or the Earth's Kundalini, right? The Earth's life force energy. And there are these places all over the world which have this naturally occurring vortex sensation. Let's just say they're either chakras of the earth, or they're places like volcanoes or lakes. Like we were at Lake Titicaca, for instance, which is also, that is the sacral chakra of the earth, right? So naturally occurring places where the energy is more potent, they're energetic vortexes, right? And in these places, it is where there is a threshold or a crossing point to bring through divine energies and to amplify intentions. Taking us back to the Rose Priestesses, these were women who were trained as medicine women, right? Medicine women. They worked with sacred sites. This is going back to Egypt. It's going back to the Essenes, the Cathars, right? They knew how to use their voice, their hearts, and their wombs to singing into the song lines, singing into the ley lines, singing to the earth, working with herbs, working with tinctures, working with their own womb space, harmonizing the earth, right? Harmonizing other people. And that's how they were able to do healing work, because they would bring this divine mother frequency through their bodies, through their womb, this divine mother presence or energy to heal others, right? To bring others into this frequency of unconditional love. But they also worked within the earth. They were deeply connected to the earth. If you've done any sort of womb work, or if you have worked within the Rose lineage, you will understand it to be deeply shamanic, right? I'm talking about womb mysteries, midwifery, blood mysteries. Like, these are deeply shamanic and elemental mysteries, right? Very like pagan almost. Very shamanic feeling, right? It's elemental magic. They're working with elements. They're working with elements. This is important, right? Just keep this in the back of your mind. So we have over here the Rose lineage, right? These beautiful women who are bringing through the frequency of the divine feminine, of the mother, of creation, of the goddess. And they're fully in their radiant, sensual, magnetic energy, right? Before the church told us it was bad and it's wrong, and Kundalini is the devil and the serpent is the devil, right? They work with serpent energy. What is a serpent if not a dragon, if not a serpent with wings? So parking that there for a second, right? They brought through immaculate conceptions. They use their wombs, their hearts, and their voices to sing things into existence, to clear the field, to open portals to other dimensions and bring through frequency, to bring through seraphim energies, the energies of angels and the higher realms, heavenly realms, to anchor heaven onto earth. Then over here we have the dragon masters. The Dragon Master lineage is a lineage, a very specific lineage of beings who work deeply with the elementals of the earth. There's also different realms of dragons. I want to say there's like lower realm dragons, like underworld dragons, middle realm dragons, higher dragons, cosmic dragons, seraphim. Like there's a fuck ton of different dragon frequencies, right? I'm tapping you into a very specific frequency, which is the rose dragon lineage. Rose dragons, dragon mother energy, okay? Very specific. These dragons, dragon masters, work with the dragon lines of the earth. So they knew how to literally control the weather, how to collapse space and time and create things. They were alchemists, okay? They were wielding the power of the creator. Because the feminine serpent kundalini is the feminine has to rise through the channel to then meet the crown, open in the crown, which is Shiva, which is the masculine, and then the inner union occurs. So that's the rose lineage. That is the process of coming into sacred union through the feminine rising. The dragon lineage, on the other hand, is the feminine and the masculine already in this high sacred union, right? It's the serpent with its wings activated. It's the dragon, okay? And so this is wielding the energy of creation itself. It's not just the feminine aspect, which is the rose lineage is very much that feminine aspect of the magnetism, the sensuality, the pulling it in, drawing it in like a rose, right? So that's the feminine sensual essence of the rose lineage. The dragon lineage, the energy of it is so exciting, is like commanding. So it's the goddess of creation commanding the provision required to birth her immaculate conceptions, to command the earth, command the energy of the earth, command the elements, right? So not all dragon masters were attached to this lineage. Some dragon masters are more like monk type beings, right? And they were doing other things with this energy. But the rose dragons very specifically were working within interdimensional portals, doorways and grids of the earth, right? The vortexes, the energy vortexes of the earth, sacred sites, right? See where I'm going with this? To command these portals and this energy of the earth to create and to shift the frequency of the earth to bring it back into harmony. This is not self-serving, right? These dragon priestesses and rose dragon priestesses, the dragon mothers, were doing this in deep service for the earth, for Gaia, because these women had become living, breathing embodiments of the dragon mother, of the primordial nature of the earth, of our mother, which is Mother Nature, which is the creatrix, which is all of fucking creation, okay? So the dragon was here well before humans were here, and the dragon represents our highest potential, deeply connected to the earth. It's from the earth, it's of the earth. It's created, like the rainbow serpent. If you want to talk about the rainbow serpent, created all of life. That's what the dragon energy represents. So these women in this dragon, rose dragon lineage are here, and they're coming back to birth immaculate conceptions of light, which are bodies of work, not always babies, but they are like bodies of work. So for instance, I have birthed 2 bodies of work through me that were sacred codexes. They were not of me. They were not from me. They were something higher birthed through me. And they can be, I've seen other rose dragon priestesses, dragon mothers have like healing modalities come through them, right? Sacred works that are here to shift the paradigm of our fucking collective as we know it, right? It's not about them. It's about letting the mother, letting this dragon mother energy move through them, letting the creation move through them to create something bigger of them that is of service, which means, my beloveds, they are tapping into the energy of God, the energy of the creator, because all of creation is conspiring behind them to bring and birth through these immaculate conceptions. So the dragon mother and what it embodies is a woman on a sacred mission who is here carrying codes to shift fucking humanity, right? To birth something immaculate and divine into the world, and holds this energy of pure sovereignty and creation. She is in her power, okay? So a dragon mother is one who is in her complete sovereignty and power. She commands the field from a place of knowing she is the mother. She is the creation. She is the goddess. She is the one to birth it through her womb. And so when she commands something, it is fucking done. She doesn't second guess it. She doesn't need to check on it 50 million times. She doesn't need to wonder or ask. She doesn't allow energy into her field, which is wishy-washy or is unreciprocated or imbalanced, because she has bigger fucking things to do, right? She has bigger things to do, and she's here to build something massive and hold massive energy and literally bring fucking people into her womb, her energetic womb, to hold them so they can dissolve all their trauma, right? I'm talking about the love of the unconditional love of the mother herself is what is being held by these women, right? There's huge, huge energy and the potential, massive potential to dissolve trauma. So this woman walks with dignity and grace in the world, with deep fucking big vagina energy, self-worth energy of knowing. It's a frequency of certainty. When I command it, it is so, because I require this support, these what are they called? These provisions, this connection, this space, this whatever it is to bring forth my sacred work. I know that it is something I am destined to bring through because I'm being asked and because I'm listening and receiving and open to allow the mother to work through and birth through me, creation to birth through me. And so then I fucking know without a shadow of a doubt that I will be provided for. There is no guessing. There is no self-doubt. There is no outsourcing our power, waiting for someone to save us, waiting for someone to rescue us, waiting for someone to give us fucking permission or to validate us. This is a woman who is so in her fucking lane. And she is spitting fire, flames of truth from her mouth, because she has dealt with every single thing outside of her, which was disempowering her and taking her away from being plugged into her source. Rose lineage, being plugged into the source, being plugged into God as the provider, the sacred masculine, coming into that inner union. Dragon mother, being so fucking plugged into the source that she speaks as God. She speaks as the creatrix. We go back in time, oracles were always guarded by dragons. Oracles are the voice of God, right? The ancient oracles were quite literally shape-shifting into dragons, right? I have fucking memories of this. I recently had this podcast that I did with someone. Thank you, my love. I did with someone around this, and I had this memory of being the Pythia. I was one of the Pythia, and I like, this is not a big deal. I'm not like, no, I'm the Pythia, I'm so special. But it's like, I had this memory of Delphi, and it's been traumatic for me to unpack that one. And I fucking wish I never did have to, because it was quite brutal. But I remembered that dragon that guarded the Pythia, like the Oracle of Delphi. Delphi wasn't a dragon outside of her. It was literally fucking her. She turned into a dragon, right? Shape-shifting. These dragon mothers were shape-shifting in form, right? Dragon masters shape-shift. Jesus was a dragon master. Magdalene was a dragon master. So there are these parallels between these two lineages, let's say, and there's a specific type of person who is receiving transmissions to bring through for the earth, right? For the earth's evolution, for these sacred memories, I want to say remembrance, come through and are born again. And these are what I would consider to be the dragon mothers. They have a very specific fucking energy. These are women who are not afraid to go into the depths. They are not afraid to call it out. They are fucking fierce. Feel my energy, right? Like, if you want to know what a dragon mother feels like, here it is. Boom, right? Powerful women who are fully in their sovereignty, in their power, in their big pussy energy, in their womb. They don't self-abandon. They don't have wishy-washy boundaries. They don't need validation. They don't need fucking permission. And I'm sharing this frequency with you because you may not even realize that you are a dragon mother. You are a dragon master, and you're here to bring through something fucking immaculate that is going to shift the world as we know it, okay? And you are maybe on this threshold of, you know that there is something that you're here to birth. You know it. You know that you're here to work in this territory, or you're feeling really called to dragons, or something comes alive in you, but there is maybe resistance, right? And I'm going to be real and say, when I started working with the dragons and working in this territory this time last year, really, like, it was for years before that, but this time last year when I was birthing that mystery school, It was like actual fucking fire moving through my body, fire moving through my body and purifying every part of me that was a victim, every part of me that was still outsourcing my power, every part of me that was still asking for permission, every part of me that was like asking for something and then expecting God to not show up and support me, right? Every part of me that was still giving energy to old timelines, old realities, old versions of myself and what was possible, right? To shift me into this energy of like fucking enough is enough, right? Enough is enough. And I command from my power center, I command it to be so. The other day I had someone say to me that the only reason why things are going so well for me and I'm feeling so fucking lit up and amazing was because I was plugged into the heavenly grid. And my response to that, I didn't get to respond to that, but my response to that energetically was like, I don't need your fucking power because I'm in mine, right? Things are going well for me because I am in the energy of being purely fucking magnetic. Your crown is going crazy, my love, because you're receiving this so deeply and I love that for you. Yes. I'm seeing literally like a crown being placed on your head, like your divinity, right? This is your divinity. This is your crowning, your royal codes. Dragon Mother energy is royalty. Like purple, right? Look, I'm in purple for a reason. Purple is my thing for a reason. Purple represents liberation and royalty. This is remembering that you are the fucking goddess. Like it's not some wishy-washy self-help fucking self-confidence, like feminine energy thing. It's like an actual truth. You are literally fucking creation, woman. You are literally fucking creation. Like you birth worlds through your womb. You are the mother. There is no separation between you and the mother. You are the goddess. You are she. She is you. Okay? So yeah, this person tried to tell me, oh, you're tapped into my heavenly frequency. And I was like, I got my own fucking power, babe. And I've been in it. And I'm in it. And it's almost like they had to come around again for me to be like, hold on, I don't need your frequency because I have fucking mine, right? Because I'm this pillar of alignment now. And to get to this pillar of alignment was painful. And that's what these dragon mothers don't fucking shy from pain. They have been through initiation after brutal fucking initiation in the underworld. So they hold this fierce fucking commanding field of energy and presence. And it's also love, okay? It's the love that is intense and it will burn through all of your contractions and your restrictions and your whatever else, right? That's what this energy is. It's pure love, the love of the mother, but it's like the dark mother who's like, I'm not going to let you fucking keep doing this. Sister, like, be better, right? I'm not going to let this man act like this. I'm going to call him on his shit. I'm not going to let this woman walk all over me. I'm going to tell her how it is. I'm not going to let humanity keep fucking doing this because I am the dragon guarding its eggs. Dragon mother energy is fierce. I will singe a motherfucker that gets in my way energy. It is not afraid to use force. But it also doesn't need to use force because when it commands it, it is done. This is the sovereign queen. Yeah, feel that. It's like, right? No more begging, no more asking. It is knowing, certainty. Certainty, right? You're going to piss some people off. You work in this territory, people are going to fucking hate you because they're going to think the audacity this woman has to come on and claim that God is channeling through her and she's collapsing timelines and she is commanding wealth and she is allowing herself to feel good. The fucking audacity. Yeah, it's the audacity because they are still in victimhood. And we don't go and meet them in victimhood, right? We don't go sit there and meet them in victimhood. We hold a field of potential for them to rise. So it's no more saving. It's no more rescuing. It's like, here I am. Here I am, heart open, womb open, pussy open, holding this field. Are you going to fucking rise? Because if you're not, my boundaries are pretty good and I'll singe them up. No, I have boundaries and I love myself. So I'm not going to indulge any not reciprocated energy, right? You're either meeting me in this energy or you're getting the fuck out of my field because I don't tolerate it, right? That's what it is. It's like we and our presence activates people. It activates people to rise into their full potential as creators. Humanity was not ready for this energy, again, until recently, because the truth is humanity was fucking selfish. Many of us were selfish. I was selfish. I can sit here and say to you, I can look back on past versions of myself and say, oh yeah, I didn't really give a fuck about my sacred work. I only gave a fuck about money or appearing a certain way, right? Past lifetimes, I only gave a fuck about my power. Didn't give a fuck about humanity, right? And now I can say that that has completely shifted because this energy put me on my knees so many fucking times and broke me. So I understood this, that no woman, if any woman is not liberated, it means that we're all not liberated, right? Whatever is happening to some woman out there is happening to me because I am that woman. There is a mirror. There is no separation between self and other, right? And then that gives me fire. That gives me fucking fire and passion to keep going because it's like this work is not about me. And because that is not about you, then you get the fuck out of the way and you allow the provision to come for that sacred work to birth through. Whatever it is that needs to happen, you allow it to happen. And that is when you are tapping, my love, into pure creation codes. You are tapping into forces of creation that are way beyond manifestation hacks and journaling your desires and fucking calling it in the full moon or whatever the fuck. I don't know what people do anymore, manifestation shit, right? Tapping. This is like, I command it, it is so. It is so because it has to be so, because it is divine law. That's what this energy says. I command it because this is for the highest good of all. And therefore the whole fucking life itself will conspire to bring to me the people who are ready for this transmission. Bring to me the fucking people who are here for this transmission. Bring to me the person who's going to hold me through this. Bring to me the resources to be where I need to be. Last time I anchored into this, when I was anchoring these retreats overseas, it was crazy. The shit that like had to align for me to do that is insane. It was like miracle style stuff. And the same again is coming around. It's like this time last year. It was exactly this time last year when all of this was unfolding. And it's like this karmic thing is coming back around for me to anchor even deeply as I'm about to birth yet another book, right? And it's stepping back into this in a whole new way and a whole new level. So that is what the synergy between these two lineages is. You may hold one, you may hold both. If you feel like you hold both and you're really connected to this, then I would strongly recommend you check out the Dragon Master Mystery School. I was almost going to rename it today. I was like, should I rename this Dragon Mother Mystery School? And Spirit was like, no, you don't need to rename it, but you just need to speak into this. So what I've done is I've now gone and upgraded the whole frequency of that container, and I've recorded a new transmission because we did the dragon womb, the dragon heart, but there was the dragon throat that was missing, right? The ability to sing into the ley lines and command it using tone, using sound, using your voice, right? So I'm going to go record that last transmission and drop it in, even though it was already like 8 hours of mystery school training in very highly charged energetic portals, but you know, whatever, like it is what it is. I'm just doing what is being asked for me. So if this resonates with you and you're like, oh shit, I remember this, like something in me is like vibrating and tingling, check it out. I will say as well, while we're here, I have also opened a grid work. It's called Grid Worker. It's a smaller 14-day, like, I wouldn't say smaller, it's less intense. Let's just say it's less intense for people who are like, I think I'm being called to do grid work or work with the earth, but I'm not sure. I would say 9 out of 10 people who jump into that are probably also Dragon Masters, but they just haven't yet connected the dots. So in saying that, if you jump into Grid Worker, which is a 2-week Telegram transmission portal thing, whatever, it's very low cost. There is an opportunity to also jump into Dragon Master at a discounted price. So you will get both for the price of Dragon Master. So that calls, either of them call, come play in this energy with me because I am over here with my fucking crown on my head, feeling pretty good and feeling pretty unfuckwithable, okay? So if you're ready to step into your power in a whole new way and embody this like straight, I don't give a fuck flames of truth, I am in my sacred mission and I am doing this and I'm devoted, then please come play. Drop in the comments. I'll send you a link. Or if this is, I think this is going to be on my story or somewhere. This is going to be on my podcast. I'll drop the link in the show notes. I love you. And if you don't want to jump in on this with me, that's fine too. Like I honor that. And whatever you receive from this is perfect because you needed to be here and you needed to hear this, okay? And if this triggered you, you needed to hear it too. Because maybe it's time that you started claiming and owning what you're here for, okay? I love you, I love you, I love you. Mwah. Have the best day, and thank you for being here.